Let's have a look at this guy. He got typhus, they say, from a flea bite, and he's over there in San Antonio, Texas. Something you should know about San Antonio, they have a huge stray dog problem. They have dog attacks on the rise, lots of crazy stuff going on over there. We don't need to go look at any of these stories, but needless to say, they got some problems, and it's all about dogs. Got to spend some more taxpayer money to take care of these dogs. So, got your dangerous dogs, stray dogs, all over there in San Antonio. So, let's have a look at our guy and his little story.
Health alert in Texas. A Houston man has been in the hospital for a month now after a flea bite led to an infection. He's had to have both of his hands and parts of his feet amputated.
So, with all those stray dogs over there, where could these fleas come from? Where could he have gotten a flea bite from? He went to visit his mother in San Antonio, Texas, and then he got sick. Where could a flea bite have come from? Do you guys have any clue? I don't know. Well, maybe they'll give us the answer.
Stephanie Whitfield shares the message his family wants.
That's the kind of dog people need to get. You know the placebo effect? You might as well just get a stuffed animal. Hell of a lot safer, hell of a lot better for you.
You to hear tonight.
Family members say Michael Kolhoff started feeling unwell in June. They thought it was a common virus at first, but his symptoms kept getting worse. The Houston man was in San Antonio visiting his mom.
We just knew something was wrong.
When he eventually went to the hospital, family members say doctors told them he had typhus. His partner says he later developed gangrene. She tells us in order to save his life, doctors amputated both of his hands and parts of his feet.
Doesn't that actually sound like capnocytophaga? That's kind of weird that they had to amputate. But, alright.
They said that this specific typhus is the only vector is fleas. So it could be from outside or even like a house pet, anything.
You got your E. coli feet up on the table, which is already attacks on everybody's immune system. You got capnocytophaga, staph infection mouth, pet dander, feces and urine particles. And you're going to sit there and talk about, oh, it could have been like a house pet or something. People, these dogs are a huge disease vector.
Outside or even like a house pet, anything.
Dr. Catherine Troisi.
Anything? No, not anything. Fleas live primarily on dogs, and your city is overrun with dogs. You know these people, they walk their dogs, and those dogs are going to interact with other dogs. So that's where the freaking fleas came from. You know, you don't have like camels or, other animals in your house. It came from the dog, not quote unquote anything.
He is an infectious disease epidemiologist at UT Health Houston. She says the latest data shows, on average, more than a dozen cases of typhus are diagnosed in Harris County each year.
Oh, so this isn't just like a one-off case. Interesting. So here's some of our risk factors for typhus. Fleas, body lice, or chiggers in the area where they carry the bacteria. So, there you go. You got fleas, and you could possibly get typhus. So, dogs carry fleas. Risk factor would be dog ownership, especially when you live in a town that's overrun with stray dogs. Notice in our video, so they said Harris County has at least a dozen cases, but they've noticed that it's spreading to urban areas in Bayer County, Harris County, Galveston. An outbreak as well, she says. I caught an early typhus can be treated with antibiotic. So this typhus stuff is spreading all over the place. And what else are they having an issue over there with? Constant and constant, more and more stray dogs. And then they're going to say that it comes from fleas. Well, you need to bring in the presence of dogs into this conversation, because they are a huge vector for fleas, and fleas are a vector for this sickness that requires you to have your freaking limbs cut off. Pretty gross. And this is yet another reason why this is risky and needs to stop. Putting dogs in hospitals and other medical care facilities. How do you know this dog doesn't have fleas? How do you know when you take this dog outside the hospital it's not interacting with those stray dogs? Capnocytophica bacteria in the mouth, yeast infections in the ears, fecal E. coli matter on the feet. Those are all things that tax the immune system and all things that can be transmitted to human. Zoonotic diseases. So that has been our look at our Houston guy that got typhus from a flea. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Later.